been in supercars now for 19 or 20 years, and certainly the last few months has been the most interesting and probably disruptive time I think we've ever had as a sport, as you could imagine. From the Grand Prix, coming out, getting ready to go in the car and getting told that it's show over for the moment. Quickly jumping into the E-Series, it's all been, like I say, quite interesting, but certainly the announcement of having to jump across the border with the entire team with only a few hours notice has been the biggest. Very proud of the entire team for being able to come together so quickly, say goodbye to their family, pack some clothes, pack all the race equipment into a truck and get across. That's a big feat for them to have achieved that in such a small amount of time. For me personally, I was quite lucky in one sense because I was already in Mildura across the border into New South Wales with my family. So when I had the phone call, there wasn't a lot I could do. Unfortunately, I'd only had a few pairs of spare undies and socks packed because I was only going to Mildura for what was going to be 4 or 5 days, and it's turned into something that might be 45 days. So it's a pretty interesting time. But from a personal note, we've been very distracted, I guess, with the shift and being away from our homes and all of that. So it's been a little bit of a juggling act between trying to get your life in order on the road and still prepare for a very big event at Sydney Motorsport Park with different tyre compounds, a night race and all that sort of thing. So we've put a fair bit of effort in now to preparing the cars very well. I was pretty chuffed with what the guys have been able to achieve on the cars, stepping them up a notch from the last race meeting we had here whilst we were at the farm, and our dedication back to planning the event and everything's been pretty solid considering the disruption. So pretty keen to get into it this weekend and then try and work out what life's going to be like beyond this weekend as well. We at the moment look like we're going to be on the road to go from here maybe into Queensland, and then up to Darwin, and who knows what beyond that. So it's pretty interesting, just trying to turn obviously a bad situation into a good one, and try and see some things on the road and have a bit of fun with the crew and the family as well, which I'm very lucky to have with me because they're already across the border in Mildura. So interesting time, but like I say, I've been in the category that long that change is good for me. So I'm trying to make the most of it, trying to keep very dedicated to the cause with driving the car and getting the most out of that, and travelling along the way. So staying in a caravan or sleeping in a hotel or whatever it might be isn't new for me. So I'm just gonna, like I say, grab it by the throat and make the most of it.